Good afternoon. An alleged terror plot has ties that reach from Iran right here to Central Texas.
One of the suspects has an address and family in Round Rock. The alleged plot is so brazen, it almost sounds like a script from a movie. But as Andrea Mitchell reports, investigators say it is real, and it marks a huge escalation by foreign terrorists.
And though it reads like the pages of a Hollywood script, the impact would have been very real, and many lives would have been lost.
The U.S. says it was an alleged $1.5 million plot to assassinate Saudi Arabia's ambassador Adel al-Jaber, King Abdullah's closest advisor, by blowing him up at an undetermined Washington restaurant and bombing the Saudi embassy in Washington. U.S. officials tell NBC News a secondary plot was to target Israel's embassy as well.
This kind of action, which violates international norms, must be ended.
Starting last spring, the suspect, Mansour Ababazar, an Iranian-born naturalized American, allegedly tried to hire an assassin from a Mexican drug cartel. But U.S. officials say his contact there turned out to be a U.S. undercover agent. Arraigned in a Manhattan court Monday, the complaint says Ababazar had $100,000 wired from Iran as a down payment and was willing to have the ambassador blown up at a Washington restaurant. What if others, even senators, were killed? No big deal, he allegedly replied. Iran's government TV claimed that was all a U.S. fabrication.
If this is something that the Revolutionary Guards cooked up on their own, well, I think that tells us a lot about how the Iranian state has come somewhat unglued and how different actors are now taking very aggressive and potentially far-reaching actions that perhaps other parts of the government might not know about.
That was Andrea Mitchell reporting. Investigators say one of the suspects in the terror plot is from the Austin area. The feds believe Mansour Ababazar was behind the Iranian government's plot to blow up the Saudi and Israeli embassies in Washington. Turns out he has a Round Rock address. But Ababzar's estranged wife, Martha Guerrero, says he only used the address to get a driver's license. She told us she doesn't believe the charges and said he only stopped by every once in a while to see their children. The FBI visited her home yesterday afternoon to question her. She said she had no idea where her estranged husband was living or what he was involved with. Her main concern became the attention from the media.
This is going to jeopardize our jobs, our lives, the neighbors. We don't want that. My family and I just want to be in peace and move on like we were. We don't have absolutely nothing to do with this.
Guerrero tells us she believes her estranged husband is innocent and will be cleared of all these charges.